People need to leave Caitlin Clark alone at this point. I wasn't going to talk about this anymore, but she was asked this before the Indiana Fever game tonight at practice, I suppose, or shoot around. Jim Trotter asked Caitlin this question about being used as an avatar for whatever.
It seems no matter what you do or what is done to you, it becomes a topic nationally. And a lot of times it becomes divisive. I wonder from your standpoint how you feel about people using your name in whatever culture wars or whatever wars they're fighting. How do you feel about that?
It's not something I can control, so I don't put too much thought and time into thinking about things like that. And to be honest, I don't see a lot of it. Like I've said, like basketball is my job. Like everything on the outside, I can't control that, so I'm not going to spend time thinking about that. People can talk about what they want to talk about, create conversations about whatever it is. But I think for myself, I'm just here to play basketball. I'm here to have fun. I'm trying to help our team win. Obviously, we've won 3 games, and we feel like we've been in a position to win a few more than that. And my focus is on helping us do that. But I don't pay much mind to all of that, to be honest.
How much do you think that it's impacted your ability to cultivate relationships within the league?
I think everybody in the league understands. One, we're excited about all this attention we're getting. I think we're appreciative of it. I think the league has been great for a really long time. But my focus is on my teammates. Like they've been amazing. I don't think it's impacted me making relationships on my team. I'm not obviously talking to people on other teams on a daily basis. Like I have so much to focus on here, and getting my teammates to trust me and do all that is my main focus. Same with our coaching staff, and same with this organization. Yeah.
But I understand your focus, but I'm just curious though, are you bothered that
No.
folks would attempt to weaponize your name in whatever fight they're fighting?
No, I don't see it. That's not where my focus is. My focus is here and on basketball, and that's where it needs to be, and that's where it has been. And I'm just trying to get better on a daily basis.
What do they want her to say? Honestly, it's almost harassment to keep following up and following up and following up with the same question that she already answered. Caitlin Clark has done nothing. My hair's all messed up. Done nothing but praise everybody else. Talk about how she's just there to play basketball. She respects those who came before her. She wants to do right by her teammates and coaches. And all that other nonsense is imaginary. I've said it a million times. It's imaginary. What do you want her to say? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want random internet commenters to say something. I hate when random internet commenters say something. And by the way, I believe her that she doesn't see a lot of it. If she's not on her phone all the time, she doesn't have her social media app on her phone all the time, she wouldn't see it because it's not happening in real life. That was the premise of yesterday's show. It's not happening in real life. This is a league that has seen record growth. Record growth. More people are watching the WNBA than ever before, essentially. At least in, well over a decade and a half. Certainly the league as we know it, more people are watching it than ever before. More people are going to games. They're going to games at a rate they are spending their money to go to games at a rate much higher than before. The attendance is much greater. The league, because of this, is going to get a new collective bargaining agreement or media rights deal that pays everybody more money. Everybody's going to get paid more money. It's like people are attempting to use her for their own gain. Again, I've said that on both sides. On one side, you've got carnival barkers who say they hate her because she's straight and white and not a black lesbian. And on the other side, you've got people saying she gets attention out of proportion because she has white privilege. No one's saying that at the basketball games. I promise you that. No one was saying that at the kids' camp. I promise you that. Caitlin has done nothing to bring that attention toward her, except for be popular. Nothing. Nothing. She shows up to work. She does her best. She puts her head down. She deals with it all. and she tries to go out there and hoop. When she was on Saturday Night Live, she praised all of the trailblazers in women's basketball. She praises her teammates when she gets a chance to. She handed off a question to Kelsey Mitchell at the press conference the last time around. She looks tired of hearing about it. I mean, to say these other people are using her as a tool, well, when you're a media person asking her about that at this point, you're using her as a tool. Because I promise you what's going to come next is the column and then the talking points about it. Why can't Caitlin Clark use her platform to condemn commenters online? Really? You know, every star player has crazy fans. Every single one. I've seen it, stan bases. And in Caitlin's case, I showed let me find the Dejanay Carrington tweet again. In Caitlin's case, you've got people, again, who are not even fans of Caitlin Clark out there saying stuff. Like, you cannot convince me this person that's commenting online here is a legitimate, actual fan. The American Flags bubble bath girl person saying Caitlin Clark was targeted by black players again Monday, this time in Connecticut. Sun guard Dejanay Carrington violently checked Clark, then mocked her after the blatant foul. The crowd booed. If races were reversed, Carrington would have been ejected. That is a parody. I mean, that is somebody engagement farming, whether it's parody or not. That's not a Caitlin Clark fan. And Dejanay was right to say, be for real, Paul. By the way, there was nothing wrong with what Dejanay Carrington did there. That happens in sports. You know? Nothing wrong with it. But to, act like this account is indicative of real fans and real people in the real world, it's just bull. It's all garbage. The girl, the young lady, the woman has brought so much good positive vibes and attention to the league. And we can talk about the Olympic stuff and the fouls on the court and some of the stuff that's germane to the game. And maybe there is like legitimate resentment and maybe there is legitimate tension because of some of the fringe stuff that's going on. But Caitlin Clark has done nothing to bring that toward her. And for the most part, I think it's all nonsense noise. So leave her alone. Let her play basketball. That's why she's popular. That's why we're talking about her. I'm trying to make a positive shift. I'm trying to make a shift towards talking about hoops. But I did see this, and I just had to call out the BS.